Daily Detroit is brought to you by the community. Support our work at patreon.com/dailydetroit.
Welcome to Your Daily Detroit. We're recording on Thursday, April 14th, 2022. I'm Jer Stays, and today, let's go to the Near East Side. Joseph Campau and East Jefferson, to be exact. Well, it's a little tucked in as it's off the new Dennis Archer Greenway. There, you'll find what they're calling the flagship store of Breadless, a fast casual sandwich shop, well, without the bread, go figure. You'll find some patio seating outside, maybe a couple handfuls of seats inside. The interior is green and fresh. I know all this because I went to the grand opening event of this place and chatted with Marc Howland, the CEO and co-founder of this Black-owned company. Now, doing some research, Marc has quite the background. Brown and Harvard universities, finance. There are big goals for this project, and make no mistake, if this is successful, this could be the first of many locations, but based right here in Detroit. They're recipients of a $50,000 Motor City Match grant to help build out the space, and also got some technical assistance. But I started the conversation talking about the thing that matters most, how he got here, and the food. Marc, how did the concept of Breadless come together? Let's start there because, Metro Detroit, like Coney's are on bread. Burgers are on bread. Pizza is on, bread. So Breadless, how'd you get there?
Yeah, so honestly, I've struggled to find low-carb, gluten-free options that actually taste good for my entire adult life. And so I've been the guy going to every single restaurant asking for the lettuce bun or the lettuce wrap instead of bread, but that was always an afterthought to everybody else. And so the concept of Breadless is, why isn't somebody taking what everybody else thinks of as the afterthought and making that the core product? And so we make sandwiches that are savory, all low-carb, gluten-free, but made with leafy super greens, such as red Swiss chard, turnip greens, collard greens, and dino kale, instead of bread. We have on-the-go options for whatever food lifestyle you subscribe to. So whether you love meat, we have great options for you. Whether you want something that's vegetarian, vegan, keto, Whole30, anti-inflammatory, or even a halal option, we have something for you full of flavor. And again, the entire menu is gluten-free. We're designed to really be a home for the thousands of people like me who have always had to order off of the menu due to their dietary preference or restriction.
Going off menu sometimes can also sacrifice taste because a lot of these places, they're built around bread. So what about it culinarily you got to think about when you're doing something without bread and bread isn't a thing?
Yeah, so I have to give my our co-founder and chief product officer all the credit for that. He is a culinary mastermind in creating really unique flavor profiles that match each of the leafy super greens. So for a certain sandwich, like we have the Cloud 9 pastrami, which is my personal favorite, which is with collard green, with boar's head pastrami, with Havarti cheese, and a spicy ground mustard, and a house-made Reuben sauce with cabbage, tomatoes, pickles, and onions, and it's just full of flavor. And I would recommend anybody to go try that out. That's probably my personal favorite. But each sandwich is just like that, where you take a core leafy super green and combine it with really a chef-crafted combination, which is full of flavor.
Points for knowing and rattling off all those ingredients. That's pretty impressive.
Hey, well, it's so ingrained in me at this point. It's second nature.
We know about what your favorite sandwich is. Let's talk about a couple of other specials. Like, for one, we have a lot of vegan listeners.
100%. So we think of ourselves as the home for anyone who's ever had to order off of the menu. So we have options for, if you're a vegan, we have the Detroit Oyster Club, which is with Swiss chard and roasted oyster and portobello mushroom with an avocado spread, tomatoes. It's really savory and full of flavor. For the vegetarians out there, we have the Garden of Eaton, which is with collard green and roasted eggplant, sauteed peppers, and a sun-dried tomato pesto as well. And if you're vegan, you can actually also order the Garden of Eaton. You would just remove the pesto. And so we will have these, and every single thing on the menu is gluten-free, by the way, as well.
So let's talk about this location. We are on a Greenway path. We're near Jefferson. This area has seen a lot of investment as late, but also has a lot of great things that have been here for a long time. I'm from the East Side. Like, I remember that carriage house. My grandmother had a friend in there when I was a kid. Like this is a part of town that is up and coming, but always had things going on and had some strength. Why select here for this spot?
Yeah, it was super important for us to be bringing these healthy on-the-go options to communities that didn't have access to it. And we love this area because, as you mentioned, it's up and coming, but it's extremely diverse. We have all different types of people, no matter your lower income, upper income. We wanted to be right in the middle, in the heart of the community, so that people could have access to on-the-go healthy food that actually tastes good.
What about the city of Detroit in general? Because, it's something where people sometimes say, well, Detroit's incomes, this and that. Like, they kind of hedge their bets. It seems like you're both feet in.
Yeah, we are all in on the city of Detroit, right? I mean, the city of Detroit is full of culture and innovation, but it lacks a lot of healthy on-the-go options. And so while a lot of our team is actually from this area, we spent a lot of time working in New York City. And so when we came up with this concept, naturally there were people who were saying, you should launch this in New York, you should launch this in LA, and et cetera. And we said, we'll get there, but you at least have access to some healthier options. In Detroit, we don't have access to options like this, and so we wanted to bring it here first, and so that we could be a growth story for the city of Detroit and to build this community up with us. We are a Detroit-founded company, and we couldn't be more proud to be launching our flagship here.
How crucial was Motor City Match? Your business number 133, as the mayor proudly said.
Motor City Match has been an incredible organization to give us more than just cash resources. I mean, you saw the energy that they brought to the table today as a part of our grand opening. They are fully invested in us, not just monetarily, but from a community aspect, from a brand building perspective, from a connection and relationship perspective. And that's what it takes, right? Because it takes a village, as you know, to build something from the ground up. And we couldn't be more grateful to be a part of the Motor City Match family.
So you're all open to the public now?
We are wide open to the public now. This is our grand opening week. So actually today through Saturday, we're going to continue to have a ton of family-friendly activities. We just had the ribbon cutting with the mayor. Tomorrow we're going to have live DJ out here and a fitting and fitness event with D1 athletes. We'll have more events continued on Saturday as well. And on the Detroit Riverfront Conservancy is also going to be hosting events on here to help support. So we've just been super grateful for the energy that this community has been providing to us, because it takes that energy. It takes a village.
And if they want to see the regular hours, the menu, all that kind of stuff, where can they go?
Yeah, so you can go to eatbreadless.com, which is our website. And we are on all social media platforms, very active on Instagram and Facebook at Breadless. So that's where we usually post the most up-to-date information. We have our own mobile app as well and on the App Store, and you can order now online on our website as well for pickup, for curbside, for delivery, and next week, catering as well. We also have a very generous rewards program. So if you sign up for a rewards member, you're going to get anything from free food as well as great merchandise.
A quick note that sometime in the future, we'll do a tasting of the stuff on the menu, but we always give a place a little time to get their sea legs. I will say, I do enjoy the location. If you need an excuse to go out and see the new Greenway, well, there you go. It's ready-made. Tomorrow, Devin O'Reilly is here, as he is every Friday, to talk about, well, all the things. I'm Jer Stays. Thanks so much for listening. Until next time, remember that you are somebody, and I'll see you around Detroit.